Hi, today we're unboxing the 3 new trial deck from the latest Vanguard Will+Dress season. Right, so we have Stoic, Dark States, and also Keter Sanctuary. Right, so let's start off with Stoic. Right, so take note there will be a sticker for the first print, which will come with a pack of sleeves. Right, for the Japanese version. Right, so the packaging looks like this. So we have a deck case, a plastic deck case. And for the first print, we have the sleeve inside. Right, so there's a scotch tape at the bottom there. Right, I don't have my knife with me today, so I need to peel it off like this. Alright, so it's a very simple deck case. Right, so for comparison, it's around the size of the it's slightly smaller than the V3 series. Right. So the thickness is slightly smaller than the V3 series, which means that if I'm not wrong, you can have a 50 card deck, double sleeve, and maybe around 10 extra cards. Right, you can go for 16, which is the G zone number. Right, let's take out the content. So of course we have the trial deck itself. So at the back here we have the promo pack with 12 cards inside, fixed with one random foil that you can upgrade a deck straight away. And let's see, we have the coupon for the event in Japan, which we can't use it here. We have a paper counter for you to record which card with the front trigger, critical trigger, draw trigger power. Right, pretty beautiful. We really like this in as a something harder, like foam or something. Right, what else do we have here? How to play guide. Right, this is the usual. Right, step by step how to play. Paper play mat. Right, and one thing to take note of is at the back of the play mat. Right, it's a beautiful art of the main grade 3. Right, if only it's not folded, this will look pretty beautiful. Enough for me to want to go and laminate them. Right, so that's the paper play mat. What else do we have? And next we have the sleeve. It's not stated how many pieces are there. It's stated 53 pieces, right? So there's 53 pieces here, where we only need 46 for the deck, so we have around 7 spares. Right, so we have Urara. Right, so there's the sleeve. Not sure about the English version. Right, so as for this is a piece of paper like this. This aside. Right, so for the deck case it's a very simple design with the Stoicia logo. Can you see it? Stoicia logo here and on top. Very simple. It's actually pretty flimsy. It's your normal plastic packaging from the old what's that called? The Vanguard structure deck, the supply set. Right, and if you open the bottom like this, you can actually flatten it for storage if you have too many trial deck. Alright, so this is actually my 4th one. So I have a lot of this at this moment, so I can actually just flatten it and keep it somewhere, and maybe reassemble when I need them. Alright, we will go with, let's see, the PR pack first, or should we go for a trial deck? Let's go for the trial deck. Alright, so this time around for the trial deck, right, the main grade 3 is what we call the trial version. Right, so for the booster version, you have the main effect exactly the same with an additional effect at the bottom. So example, these ones actually when boosted during battle as a rear guard, you get power plus 5k. So when the actual card release in the booster, alright, you may have an additional effect which is slightly stronger, but the effect of getting boost by all 3 rear guards at the back row, right, will remains, right? So you still get the main feature, but you get an additional bonus power up version in the booster pack. And also the trial deck version have this additional effect where if you write the booster version on top of this one, it's treated as a persona, right? So you get to draw 1 and the front row get power plus 10k. But it doesn't work the other way around. So if you were to write this unit onto the booster version, it will be a normal right and there's no persona right. Right? So do take note. And the trial deck comes with 1 foil. Right, 1 beautiful foil version of the grade 3. And we have a new rarity. Right, I'm not sure whether you can see it. So usually it's written as trial deck. The foil is actually written as TDR, trial deck rare. Alright, so we finally have a new rarity for the trial deck foil. So it's easier when you are looking for cards in the future. Right, if you want to look for foil version of a certain card in the trial deck, you just need to say that I'm looking for TDR instead of no, I'm looking for a foil version of this trial deck card. Right, it should be a lot simpler. Next, another selling point about the new trial deck will be these cards like this, where they teach you rules like please put 0, 1, 2, 3 aside for the right deck. Write it on top of your grade 0 by discarding 1. Write it on top of grade 1 by discarding 1. Right, so this is a teaching deck. Simple for new players. Alright, we'll just briefly go through. And next we have vanilla cards with effects written here to explain, like intercept. What does intercept do? What does boost do? Right, so we have a reprint of the trial deck Sentinel, which also works for some of the deck, right? Since the situation where you have to discard, you can skip the discarding by having less than 1 card in your hand for Sentinel, doesn't happen very often. So for new player, you can actually go for this version, and if you were to open the rare, you can just replace them. Or if you manage to get the order Sentinel, the promo, you can also just replace them like this, easy. Alright, so this is very, very new player friendly. And as for the triggers, we actually get 4 of each, which is very friendly. The previous trial decks will have 1 front trigger replaced with an over trigger. Alright, so you'll be asking, since this is Overdress, where's my over trigger? Alright, which is the main feature. It'll be inside this PR pack. Alright, so we'll open the PR pack now. Alright, so the PR pack has a fixed 12 cards inside here. So everything is fixed with 1 random foil. So the grade 0, 1, 2 over here, right, will come with ability. So if you were to be teaching your friend how to play this game, you can start off with here, right, with a simple guide of, write this card, like what they do in the anime, teaching without effects. So after all the tutorial teaching, you can replace them with all these cards here. Right. Example, the Boost Vanilla can be replaced with this version. Let's see. That's the right. So you can replace them. And also we have exclusive cards like this dragon here, which is exclusive to the pack. The over trigger is over here, so the player can choose which trigger to replace them. And also 2 order cards exclusive to this pack. Alright, so not only is it new player friendly. Alright, it's new player friendly. We have the deck case, your 50 card deck, your additional cards, and a sleeve. Right, so what else do you need to start off this game? Right, so first of all, for the right deck, the 4 additional cards, the sleeves must be different from the main deck, right? So you can actually look for this kind of small little packs of sleeve, 4 cards, 5 cards, or you can just mix them up with one piece of any sleeve that you can find with different design, right, is allowed. Next, right, you can also look for something like this. So this is a oversleeve, which is what we call the some of them call the second layer. So how it works, very simple. Right, so this pack is a pack of 70 pieces, so you have some spares. So what we normally do would be the cut sleeve. Right, so we'll put the cuts inside the sleeve like this. Right, make sure that the cuts are just nice with a bit of gap, just a bit, not too big. And after that we have this oversleeve here. Right, you put it in this direction, fit it inside nicely. So the top is covered so that your cuts will not fall off. This will protect the sleeve and the cuts, and it's a lot cheaper for us to replace this thin layer as compared to replacing the sleeve, because sleeves actually have adhesive over here. It's a glue, right? So they actually glue the back here, the design, to a thin layer of sleeve to protect it. So no matter how good quality, alright, no matter which brand you buy, this sleeve here will tear easily when you shuffle it for a long period of time, alright. There's no way for them to create any sleeve that will not tear. Okay, so we will put this layer on top for protection, right? So you can enjoy, after some game when the things start tearing off, you can just get another pack. You can go for cheaper option. This costs around $8, $7, $8 for 70 pieces, but they have good quality. We also have some other quality that's very, very hard, right? That's not recommended for new players because it's hard for shuffling, and it actually hurts a lot when it cuts your skin. Right, so that's the basic tutorial for how to start the game. Right, let's continue with the rest of the unboxing. We have 2 more decks. Right, I think this is the first time we have so many trial decks unboxing at one shot. Next we have Michiru, featuring Dark States with the new Draw Jewel. Right, so one more thing to take note of will be for trial deck 1 and 3, Kito and also Stoicia. The support will come directly at BT06, while the Draw Jewel, right, this dragon, the Dark State Dragon, the support only comes in BT07. Alright, so it comes in one more set. Alright, so they do have some little support in BT6, but the deck will only have the main feature in BT7, right, 7. So if you were to be ordering, singles, whatever from shops or sharing with friends, do take note that whatever you're looking for is in the next set, right, not in BT06. Right, the basic design is almost the same with the Dark States logo here, introducing the character, the unit. Right, let's just take out everything one shot. Right, and let's flatten this. It's taking out a lot of space in my room right now. Right, too many spare deck case and sleeve at this moment. Right, so we have the same things. These are fixed. These are fixed. The only difference will be for the playmat. It will features the Michiru and also the trial deck art for Draw Jewel over here. Alright, just put this aside. And as for the sleeve, we can actually see the eyes. Alright, serious Michiru. And let's go for the pack first. Alright, so every pack have one foil. The idea would be to have one of each of the right line, which I'm not so lucky. So we have the replacements, foil, and also the Overtrigger. Some useless knowledge. All over triggers from different trial deck and start deck have different flavor text. Right? They may look the same, but they have different flavor text. So actually have a whole collection of them, right? Is really a useless knowledge, right? So let's go for the trial deck. So just like the previous one, we have the foil, the tutorial cards, reprint of the Sentinel, new triggers. Right, so for dark states, for player that play what's the name? Chaos, right? Rejoice as you have more triggers to put inside the deck. Because the deck is mainly a Highlander, which means you have like one copy of everything. So good addition to the deck. Last of all, we have Raika, the under 18 champion. Right, which if you have watched the latest episode, right, he's very, very cool. No spoiler, but definitely a great start to the tournament arc. Right, once again, we have the Kita Sanctuary logo. And let's flatten this. Right, so same thing, piece of paper, the counter, the coupon, how to play, the beautiful play mat. There's a rubber version, do take note, right? You'll be releasing as a normal supply set with the trial deck art, right? So for fans of Youth Break, for fans of Youth Break, do take note, the rubber playmat for Youth Break is very, very cool, alright? The sleeves, PR pack, right, makes you wonder what happened between this innocent looking little boy to, right, some dark looking knight. Foil, the triggers. Alright, let's go for the trial deck. So just like the other trial decks, we have the foil alternative, the teaching cards. For Youth Berg, the main feature will be the ability to VG-Dress. So at the end of the battle, you may write a card with, what's that called, Rebel form on top and instead, and the ability will reduce the drive, so you can attack, end of the turn, right back on top. Alright, so that's VG-Dress. So this is a child deck where your Vanguard actually attack twice easily, and there's actually other rebel form in the booster. This is definitely the most anticipated deck for this season. New triggers. Alright, so that's all from the unboxing for all three trial decks. Alright, so this will be the three main characters from the latest season. So as for the previous characters, we do have the new support in the booster, and for Nirvana, which is the main character Yu, you actually have new right lines, right? So that's all for the unboxing. The next unboxing should be BT06 itself, right? This time around, I'll be opening a bit more boxes, and after that there'll be some random unboxing of other games, and that's all. Right, so we'll be testing out some of the new decks over the weekend, over the next few weeks. So see you again, And as for the sleeves, right, since I have way too many at this moment, alright, I'm actually planning some lucky draw or something in the future. So because the English version do not have them, right, these 3 beautiful sleeves, right, so I'll be planning some lucky draw in the future. So do take note, no confirmation, because it'd be weird to just give out 3 sleeve. I will look for other rare items, right, so we have other items for the lucky draw in the future. Right, so see you.